Alright, so let's talk about echo in PHP. So you must have used echo to output your variables or your strings. So do you think it's a function? Most of people refer it as a function because you can also call it this way and it gives the same output, but eventually it's not a function, it's a language constant and it has a lot of features. So let's go through one by one. Let's say $name John Doe. Now echo $name, and I'm concatenating it with a string. Okay, so now you will see the output. John Doe is a developer. But now instead of dot, which is a concatenation operator, you can pass comma. Let's see what happens. It gives the same output. So the reason is echo, even if it's a language constant, it takes n number of arguments, which means that it's flexible and you can pass 2 or 10 or 1000 arguments. So let's say I pass 2, then is it working? Will it work again? And see, it outputs all the parameters passed. So you can pass n number of arguments separated by comma. So you do not need to have 10 echo statements one after another. You can pass all the variables you want to output on your browser in separated by comma in the same echo expression or same echo statement. So now talking about echo and expressions, so you can also echo out an assignment expression or an arithmetic operator and outputting its value. So let's see what I mean by that. So let's create a variable, new name, and let's assign its value in what we have in $name. So basically $name has John Doe as value, so now it will be assigned to a new name. So if I save this and refresh, it gives me John Doe. So a question must have come into your mind is, this John Doe value is of variable $name or it's echoing out the value of $new name? So the answer is very simple. You always check what operator you have used and what is its precedence in priority. So what I mean by that is, for is equal to operator, the expressions on the right hand side are evaluated and its value is then preceded to the left hand side. So in this case, name is evaluated and then its value is assigned to the left hand side on priority with its precedence. So the echoed value John Doe is not of $name, but as per the precedence it's of new name. So we can cross verify it by concatenating something. Is a developer and refresh, and you can see John Doe is a developer comes because it's echoing the value of the of what this expression is returning using its precedence and not outputting $name, otherwise it could have been John Doe. So also this is a kind of expression, but you can also pass multiple expression. You can pass 4 plus 4 and it will give you the output as 8. It will not throw any error. You can also do one thing. Let me just add a space so that it will look good. So you can also do 4 less than 7, which is a kind of comparison operator, less than, so it gave 1. So you might think that echo should give something like true, so it should spell true, but it will not, because whatever arguments you passed in here or whatever expression you pass, so whatever evaluation of that expression, for example evaluation of this expression of concatenation of 2 string is basically a string. Evaluation of this is an integer. This is obviously a space which is a string again, and for this the evaluation, what evaluation we have for this expression is a boolean, so it will return either true or false. So in this case 4 less than 7, which is true. But then what echo will do is echo will go through each of these past arguments separated by comma and then convert them into the string equivalent. So string equivalent of true is 1 and for false it's blank. So if I say 4 is greater than 7, which is false, so see, it gave nothing. I can also do something like, is it true? And again let's say 5 is equal to 6 and let's just refresh. Syntax error. So what happened is t constant escape string, and it happened because I forgot to add comma in here. So as you can see, I just added is it true and then pass this, but obviously this also evaluates a value which is boolean, so this gives us false. And as I mentioned, string equivalent of false is nothing, so it actually gave us nothing. Okay, we can also do something like this, st boolean. Let's see, fatal error 0, because it returns nothing, as I mentioned. Now one last thing is, you cannot pass arrays in here. And the reason is, it will give you a notice array to string conversion, which is happening in here, because as I mentioned, echo converts all the parameters passed into string. So that's why you can use different constants like print function or printar or var_dump. So echo is basically very handy to debug or also to use in your application. So thanks for your time and see you in the next video.